Okay, okay. On my end, it looks like I am good on all platforms, but now I have to just mute my audio. I actually don't know where it's coming from. Okay, there we go. I had to get out of my own live stream. Okay. No echoes. I'm visible. One more platform to check. There we go. Let's mute her. Boom. Okay. Thank you guys. Thank you. Hello, Primo. Thank you for your follow, Primo. We're about to get started. Audio is good. Awesome. Thank you guys for confirming. Okay, my lovely, beautiful, sparkly viewers, we will be continuing with the horoscopes to do some readings for the zodiac signs that we did not get to last time. Picking up from where we left off, I believe we still have to do Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces, Libra, and Taurus. So for those of you that missed the other signs, you can just check the link in bio or visit my canal on the tube that is for you. I can't say it, but if you reverse what I just said, it's the red app. So you'll be able to rewind and see the readings for the other zodiac signs where they are already timestamped. So let me just one more time make sure that I'm visible on all. And hi, Javi. Hi, Kuchunga. Hi, Amy. Thank you guys for being here. I'm so excited to do these readings for you and with you all. So let me just put all of this aside. And I think I can get started now. Awesome. So, Spirit, let's see if we could get some readings going for... who is in the chat as we speak? What signs do we have here? Whoever is the clear majority is who I will read for. So if you guys can shout out your zodiac signs, then I should be able to distinguish. Who should I start with tonight? Are there any Scorpios? Are there any... Well, we have to do all the water signs. We have to do Taurus and we have to do Libra. Oh, Amy, Capricorn. So I did your sign already. If you're able to navigate to the red app, you should be able to rewind, and there's a timestamp that says Capricorn. You should be able to see. If I remember correctly, Capricorns or Sagittarius, one of the two had to watch their back for either fake friends or someone that's mirroring you. So if that's your sun sign, you might want to watch out. But for, oh, you said Pisces. Okay. Are you also a Pisces? Nice. Are there any other Pisces in the chat? Just trying to see if there's a clear majority before I get started. But actually, Amy, since you've been here for a while, I'll go ahead and get started anyway because my Pisces need to know what to expect for January 2026. So let me just do a riffle shuffle here. And for those of you just joining, please make sure you share your zodiac sign so that I can queue up whichever reading is next. We're about to get started on a reading for my Pisces, for Amy and her husband, and any other Pisces that may be on the stream or that will watch this reading afterwards. Thank you, thank you. Oh, Javi said Pisces gang. All right, Pisces. Spirit, let's get a message out for my Pisces. What do my Pisces need to know for the new year? What's coming for my Pisces in this next month? Let's get a message for my Pisces for January 2026. The cards are kind of bouncing around in my hands. Let me see if one pops out. I prefer when they pop out because it feels like that's more indicative. Okay, so it's actually more than I would have liked, but we'll start with that and then I will continue to shuffle. Okay, so Pisces, first you have this superhero card. It says, unwavering dedication, stand up for your beliefs, bounce back from adversity, solutions to difficult problems. So Pisces, you may have been going through some challenges or a difficult time, and this card is advising you to stand up to any bullies, any difficulty, face the adversity, overcome it, push through. This card is encouraging you to push through. Then we have cloudy days. Indeed, it seems that you may have had some heaviness in your life that you are dealing with or navigating. This says emotional heaviness, difficulties and setbacks, confused about your future, self-doubt and insecurity. So let's push through those cloudy days to get to sunny days based off of the energy that previous card, the superhero card, is asking you to be your own hero at this time, to be your own cheerleader, to save yourself and push through to get to the other side of whatever darkness or heavy energy that you may be dealing with at this time, Pisces. Misdirection. So you may be feeling a lack of guidance, a lack of a clear path at this time. This card says being led astray, a fear of leaving. Sorry, my mic is in the way. It says being led astray, a fear of leaving you astray, self-deception, distracted, wandering without purpose. So it's important to remove any distractions at this time, Pisces, which is easier said than done, especially around this time of year, around the holidays. It can be very difficult to feel grounded and centered when there's so much going on. There's so much stimulation. There's so much demands being made on people's time and energy. But try to sift through that as the dust settles and we enter the new year after the holidays. You should be able to get a little more peace to reflect upon what things in your life are necessary, what things in your life you can and should do without to help reduce distractions and help you regain your focus and your direction. Finally, we have this next and last card, which is saying pretty much the same thing. This says noise cancellation or noise isolation. This says there may be a struggle to adapt, a resistance to change. You may be around some yes people or ignoring important feedback. So this idea of noise cancellation that I first was saying, that I first said, indicates that you're having a hard time actually canceling that noise. You're having a hard time ridding yourself of those distractions because, as I said, it is easier said than done, but it is an important practice for you to step into a more clear and less demanding or distracting part of your life in order for you to gain the direction that you may be seeking to proceed in a way that's more focused and help you problem solve for whatever it is that may be troubling you at this time, Pisces. Let's get some tarot cards out for my Pisces spirit. Let's clarify this message for them or give them some additional messages. Spirit, please help me clarify this message for my Pisces. Let's get some supplementary cards in this reading for my Pisces or some additional messages for my Pisces spirit. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Too many cards. These came out first, but I actually just want to do a fresh shuffle because so many came out. I mean, you may need to socialize at this time, Pisces, in order to lift your spirits, but let's see if that card comes out again. Balance, moderation. Indeed, balance seems to be an issue. You may be restless and energized, but putting your energy in the wrong direction. Something indeed needs to come to an end. Planning and preparation is essential. Listening to your intuition. Getting out of a difficult time, especially after a heartbreak or shocking disappointment. So let's really shuffle these properly to clarify the message for my Pisces spirit. And as you all join us, please put your zodiac sign in the chat so that we can prepare for the next reading. Currently, I am reading for Pisces. For those of you in the chat, let's tap that screen. Let's get it up to 500 likes. As I give to you, please reciprocate and give me a little love, a little heart. All right. Oh, well, that's odd. How come my screen is... For those of you currently on the For those of you currently on the stream, if it cuts out, I will just restart a new one. For some reason on this platform, it often cuts out randomly, and that's frustrating. As a new creator, I don't have much control. I just have to restart, but then I tend to lose a lot of my awesome viewers that are on the stream. So the best way to finish getting the message, if I do get cut off in the middle, is to make sure you follow so that you can pick up where we leave off. All right, so I'm just a little paranoid because this has happened so many times. I just want to make sure, can you all still see and hear me? I'm just continuing this reading on my Pisces to see what's coming for them in this next month. Hi, Precious, welcome. What's your sign, Precious? I'm doing well. Thank you so much for asking. How kind of you. Are you a Pisces? Let me see. Hands are up. That seems like a yeah. Okay. Well, we're continuing here this reading on Pisces. And as I was telling Amy and everyone else that's on the stream, if we get cut off, just make sure that you are following me so you can jump into the next live, because I'll just start a new one and we can finish the reading from where we left off. Okay. All right, so let's get through the rest of this reading for my Pisces. Thank you all for tapping that screen. Let's get it up to 500 hearts. Ooh, a Scorpio. Awesome. I'll do Scorpios next. All right, Spirit, please let me get some clarification on this reading for my Pisces, Spirit. What's to come for my Pisces in this next month of January 2026? What should they prepare for? Please clarify the existing message or give some additional messaging for my Pisces, Spirit. Let's get some cards out because too many came out previously. Hello, hello. Thank you for joining. I appreciate you. Yes, thank you for subscribing. Okay. For those of you coming in, please tap that screen. Show me some love. I'm sending love, light, radiance, and illumination right back at you. So the cards are not talking today. Let's see. I like to give them a chance to pop out, but I might have to just split the deck. All right, let's see. Additional messaging for my Pisces, Spirit. Let's see what we get. Oh, wow. This is one of the cards that actually popped out before in that pile that I said was too much. But this is pretty much indicating that moderation and balance is really important for Pisces at this time. It's important to have a good grip on your emotions. Also, listen to your intuition versus what are you dealing with in reality. Excuse me, in reality. So balance and moderation is super important. Maybe part of the conflicts that Pisces was dealing with had something to do with extremes. So maybe dialing things back in any area that may have been excessive will be very helpful for Pisces in this next month and this new year. All right. We have the Ace of Cups. Oh, Pisces, are you dealing with some emotional loss? This indicates that someone's cup may be running empty. There may be a sense of emotional emptiness, or someone may be oppressing or suppressing their emotions, as well as having blocked logic because the emotions may be so overwhelming that they cannot think clearly. And I think we saw a slight indication of that in the previous cards as well. So perhaps there are some Pisces that may have experienced a disappointment in the form of a heartbreak from a loved one. That could be a romantic partner. That could be a family member. That could even be a really good friend. Or this could also be something that you loved, such as a really good job opportunity that you were looking forward to, a promotion, an opportunity in school if you guys are still in university, or something along those lines. There seems to be that there was something that Pisces wanted that they didn't get, and that could be contributing to this funk, these cloudy days that Pisces is fighting to work through and get on the other side to save themselves from some sort of disappointment that has caused emotional imbalance and as well as mental, in terms of the judgment, the ability to make clear and sound decisions. Your thoughts may be clouded at this time. And so this sense of feeling misdirected and needing to cancel out the noise, remove all distractions in order to get yourself back on track gives me the sense that indeed this is more likely than not something to do with other people, someone or others that you have been dealing with that have disappointed you, that kind of have set you off mentally as well as emotionally. So I'm so sorry to hear and see that, Pisces. I hope that you're going to be able to turn that around. Let's see if the next few cards will be any more helpful in the messaging. With this Ace of Pentacles in reverse, it seems like there may have also been some sort of financial loss. So that could be the loss of a job or some financial misfortune, for example, a bad investment or some opportunity that could have been lucrative, but it may have been, again, misfortune in terms of you missed the call, some missed chance, some missed opportunity. So, of course, if your emotions and your finances are not in order or not to your liking, you would very likely feel a lack of equilibrium, which is what this Temperance card was indicating Pisces is in need of seeking. So anybody would feel that way, Pisces. Don't feel like you are worse off for perhaps going through some hardships that are weighing you down and making you feel the heavy and dark cloudy energy. All we have to do is try to find a way to pull ourselves up and get on the other side. Sometimes the only way out is through. Look at this. This is a great card to end this reading on. The King of Cups is someone who is very compassionate, usually in a position of leadership. They're very diplomatic. They're very emotionally stable. This is someone who's very caring. Again, because they are so emotionally mature, they make great leaders. So Pisces, this could be someone in your life that is maybe a source of mentorship or someone that helps give advisement. This could be someone that you admire, someone that you seek counsel from, someone that you're venting to that will help you get some of this direction that you seek, some of the guidance that you need at this time. This can also be you. So the universe could be asking you to be the King of Cups, to step into the more emotionally mature version of yourself, the more emotionally stable version of yourself, since you have reason to be a little off your kilter emotionally with that Ace of Cups and Ace of Pentacles, both in reverse. Balance, emotional balance seems to be the theme of this reading for Pisces in order for them to overcome whatever challenges they're dealing with and come out a better and stronger version of themselves. So I'll just pull out one more card, depending on what we see here, what feels like energetically it is for my Pisces. So this is the one that caught my attention. Something about the water made me think of Pisces and all of the emotion that Pisces is juggling at this time. So with the Six of Swords, Pisces, you are advised to release this baggage, let go of this trauma, this very difficult environment or experience that you had. You have to let go of the choppy waters and move away from that into calmer waters. While you may still carry some of your traumas, let that be a lesson, not a burden. So it's important for Pisces to move on from a set of disappointments that may have been weighing them down, slowing them down, keeping them in a mental fog. And I hope that you indeed are able to get a support system or be your own support system at this time by changing your vibrations, your energy, your goals, your focus. Removing distractions seems to be a very important part of what will help you get to this better, calmer part of where you're headed. And also this card, Six of Swords, can also indicate travel. So perhaps you may need to take a step away. It could be a staycation. It could be international travel if your resources permit. It could even be just going out into nature for a hike, or depending on what the weather is like around you, it could be skiing. It could be some sort of adventure and activity that allows you to connect with nature and change your energy, change your vibrations, take a break mentally from your reality to step into a sort of refreshed and recovered state of vibrations and energy for yourself. So I wish you well with that, Pisces, and I hope you have a wonderful new year. We have so much time to change things, so don't ever feel like these ebbs and flows in life are permanent. Life is a cycle, and we're constantly learning, growing, and reviewing our energies. So I wish you well. Did that resonate for any of my Pisces on the stream? Hello, Maria. Good morning, buenos dias. Thank you for joining the stream. We just did a reading for Pisces. Can you guys let me know who else is in the building? What's your sign? Who else is here? I know we have to read for Scorpio. We have to read for Cancer. We have to read for Taurus. We have to read for Libra. So do we have any of those signs on the stream? Who's here? Cap. Hi, Angie Marie. So we did Cap already. If you could wiggle your way over to the tube, that is you. I can't say it, but if you switch it around, you know what I'm saying, the red app, you'll be able to rewind, and there's a timestamp that says Capricorn. So jump on over if you'd like to rewind. Hi, Memphis. Same thing for you. I was directing people to the link in bio, but I recently realized that TikTok has removed the link in bio, unfortunately. But I promise if you find your way there, you will get a helpful reading, a helpful message, as well as many other delightful readings that you might be interested in checking out. I do a lot of celebrity readings along with these monthly horoscopes. So if you just follow and perhaps check out my canal, you should be able to find what you're looking for. And I would love to do more readings for you in the future. My lovely Capricorns that are in your season, I wish you all a happy birthday, Capricorns. Jesus' birthday is coming up, and so is yours. So happy birthday in advance to all of my awesome, strong, powerful Capricorns. And thank you, Maria, for joining. Thank you for following. Thank you, Memphis. You guys hit that screen. Let's get it up to, oh wow, we're at 1.5 likes. Let me give you some hearts in return. Thank you. If we can get it up to 2,000, I will start on the next reading. But you all let me know what your sign is so that I can prepare the next. Who are we doing next? Who's the clear majority? I do not know. I would love to do a mini or full reading for you. You just let me know what payment platform you've submit on, and I will be happy to take your question. Oh, Maria's a Scorpio. Are there any Scorpios in the chat? I'm ready to do a Scorpio reading. I haven't done one as yet. Leo, hello, Collie. We've done a Leo reading. If you could find my tube on you. I don't know how to, I'm trying to find a subtle way to say it, but if you switch it around, my canal on the red app, you should be able to rewind and click the timestamp that says your sign. I did Leo, Capricorn, I did Aries, I did Virgo, I did all the signs except for, which ones are left? I have to do Libra, Scorpio, Cancer, and Taurus. So let's get started with Scorpio. And for my Scorpios on the stream, hit that follow button, hit that pantalla, hit that screen to give me some hearts so we can get it up to 2,000. Let's go. Yeah, Maria, let's do a Scorpio reading. Thank you guys for the love and the support. Hit that screen. Let's get those likes up so that we can do this reading. Welcome. Thank you for joining. Let's get those likes up to 2,000, you guys. Who else is here? Are there any other Scorpios here? Let's go. All right. Let's see. Hit that screen so we can get to the next reading. Just waiting for either another Scorpio to join, as well as for the hearts to at least hit 2,000. And don't forget, for those of you that are on the stream, if for whatever reason it cuts out, make sure you are following so that you can just jump back on, because if I get cut off, I'm just going to pick up from where we left off, okay? So stay posted, stay tuned. Oh, we're almost at 2K. Thank you guys for tapping the screen. For all of you that are joining, make sure you share what your zodiac sign is, because I'm doing horoscope readings for the next month. We are about to do a Scorpio reading. And look at that. We are at 2K likes. Thank you so much, everybody. All right. Let's get this Scorpio reading started. Spirit, what is to come for my awesome, powerful, rising Phoenix Scorpios in this next month, Spirit? Let's get a reading out for Scorpio. What's to come for Scorpio in January 2026, Spirit? Let's get some. Did this come out as well? Ooh, interesting. So first we have this card that says lights out. Wonder what that means. This says sense of despair, end of an opportunity. It feels cut off and isolated. It's right in front of you. Ooh. So is there maybe an opportunity that you're overlooking, Scorpio, with this lights out? Maybe there was an idea that you were supposed to work on, and the time for you to make that dream a reality may be narrowing. Let's see. We also have this expectations card, limiting yourself, spending before getting, disappointed and frustrated, pressure of trying too hard. So there may be something that you have been trying to accomplish, Scorpio, that you have not been able to gather the funds or the finances for it in order to make it happen the way that you would want. So there may be an issue with your spending, or your frustration may be getting in the way of you being able to allocate your resources in the best and most efficient way. But the pressure of trying to make this happen is working against you energetically. You're feeling frustrated, you're feeling limited, and it seems like if this could make you feel a sense of despair, as we see here, but something is within your grasp. It's just a matter of you maybe making a few adjustments to get it before it slips through your fingers. For my Scorpios in the chat, let me know if this is about a person or a job. When it's about a relationship, it doesn't only have to be romantic. It could also be friends. It could be relatives. It could be colleagues. But you guys let me know what you think if there's a few other Scorpios on the chat. And thank you, Stephanie. Thank you for following. I appreciate it. I will be very happy to do some more readings for you. Let the chat know what your sign is so we can keep that in mind. The next chat that came out for Scorpio, it says mindlessness. So mindlessness is superficial living, emotional numbness, going through the motions, mistakes, and misunderstandings. So Scorpio, this mistakes and misunderstandings is giving me the same impression that I have here, that there may be some errors in the way that you are approaching some new idea that is, again, as I said before, allowing it to slip through your fingers and not bring it to fruition, or at least not the way that you would like it to come to life. There may be a bit of perfectionism that Scorpio is applying to this. The opportunity to seize the moment may require you to prioritize time over execution. So it may be more important for you to strike while the iron is hot instead of to wait for all the elements to be perfect or to your liking. It may be a situation where you have to start small and then build up from there. So that will also help you in allocating your funds, that instead of investing so much in something up front, you'll find ways that are crafty and effective for you to get something started in a smaller scale so that you could take advantage of what seems to be a window of opportunity that may be fleeting if you continue to look at the bigger picture only instead of the smaller bricks that you'll need to build whatever this is, which again, it's feeling more like an idea, maybe a business idea, a venture that you are considering investing more of your time and resources into. This could also be a relationship for those of you that are maybe interested in exploring where something goes with someone in the new year. It seems like maybe one or both of you has something coming up that will require you to either move away or have less time together, because that is the only situation in which I could see time playing a role in this sense of what the cards are saying. So keep that in the back of your mind if that is the way that these cards resonate. But I'm getting something more along the lines of job or school or some sort of creative project. Maybe some of you are trying to work on something around your house, something in your home, redecorating your room, looking for housing, something in your personal life, some project that you may be starting. Maybe you're trying to start your own channel. Maybe you are looking to take a hobby and turn that into an additional source of income. Whatever it is, it seems like getting started is more important than being perfect at this time, Scorpio. Okay, wow, so many difficulties that Scorpio seems to be facing at this time. This says offbeat. So alienated for beliefs, feeling disconnected, awkwardness and unease, unreliable and unpredictable. Maybe you're working with someone that's unreliable and unpredictable at this time, Scorpio, which is contributing to the frustration that is not allowing you to see things come to life the way that you would want to, which I think we can all relate to that when we have to rely on others to help us build something. If they are not doing their part. Hello? Oh, did I freeze? Okay. Just making sure you guys can all see me because it said that I froze for a second. Can you all still hear me? Okay. All right. I'm going to continue because it looks like I'm still recording on one. So let's actually switch. Audio's good. All right. Thank you guys. I'm on several platforms. So if I'm good on one, I still have to check if I'm good on the others. But thank you guys for confirming. It looks like I'm good on all. So let's get some additional cards out, some tarot cards out for my Scorpios, Spirit. Let's clarify this message for my Scorpios. Please, let's clarify or enhance this message, Spirit. What additional messages do you have for my Scorpio in 2026, Spirit? Because these cards seem more like a warning. Is there any good news for my Scorpio, Spirit? What can you tell me for my Scorpios? Let's get some additional cards, additional messages for my Scorpios. And that's why I like to try to let them fall out. I feel like when I pulled these, I should have probably kept shuffling because so many of them came out at once, but I didn't want to interfere too much with whatever the universe may have been trying to send. So let's see if there's any correlation with what we saw here and what we'll get here, or maybe these will be additional messages. Spirit, let's get some cards out for my Scorpios. What can Scorpio expect to deal with or to overcome in 2026? What should Scorpio prepare for in January 2026? We have 3 cards out here. So the first thing we see is the Page of Pentacles. So this could be a new job, Scorpio, some new financial opportunity. Did you perhaps receive a lump sum, something that had to do with, it could be getting some payback from taxes or some bonus that you're looking to invest in to some idea. This could, again, as I said, be a new job or a promotion. This could be a raise, just something to do with a financial opportunity that you're actually excited to work on. This could also be skill development. So maybe you're getting your skills up. I did mention that there was an element of schooling in here before, especially since this card in reverse did mention studying. And this was about staying focused, and the reverse version of that was about mistakes and understanding. So when we're dealing with mistakes and understandings, that's lessons, that's learning. But now that we're seeing this Page of Pentacles upright, there is an element of maybe there is a thirst for knowledge, a desire to learn something that will help you sharpen your skills in order to hit the ground running with some new financial opportunity, something that you think has the opportunity to be lucrative or to really assist you in building something that you really desire. So this is a very diligent and hardworking energy with a bit of excitement, a youthful excitement that wants to explore and really dig in. Oh, okay. Maria said that she's studying in the medical field. Well, that is interesting. Then we have the 10 of Cups. 10 of Cups in reverse indicates some disharmony in one's personal life. So this could be amongst family or friends or whatever you consider your foundation, your emotional foundation. This could also be some disharmony, some emotional misalignment from someone's childhood that could possibly be affecting their present day. The 10 of Cups can manifest itself in different ways, from past to present to future. So that may resonate for some or not. Then we have this 10 of Swords, which indicates that there may be a need for a painful ending, something that someone was working on, that someone was trying to see it to the end. It seems like it will not go as one wants. It will not go as Scorpio had hoped. And actually pouring more into this will be like pouring water into a basket. So this may be telling you to cut your losses so that you can start the healing and start fresh. Something new, something better, something that is more fruitful. This could also be a betrayal or sabotage from someone, Scorpio, someone that you may have been building with, if this resonates for any Scorpios in terms of a relationship. Again, it doesn't have to be romantic. It could be friends. It could be relatives. It could be colleagues. So you want to let go of whatever this backstabbing pain, emotional pain, mental pain, burdensome pain, if it's work. You will have to let go of that in order for you to step in a more healed chapter. And since it follows the 10 of Cups, that actually makes sense that it may be something emotional that you are likely in need of healing from. Wow, I just said that. Yes, Maria. Maria just said that she is in a healing journey after a 6-year relationship. Well, I wish you well on that, Maria. 6 years is certainly a valuable amount of time. So you will need a substantial amount of time to heal. But the fact that you are already in the process for that is a great first step. And you will accomplish it with this beautiful Page of Cups. You may even find new love. And that new love doesn't always have to be romantic. You could find new love with some new job opportunity, some new project, some new hobby that you enjoy. This could be a dance class. This could be creating your own channel, building your own website, building some prayer or yoga space within your living quarters. So this could be something that you are curious about, that you feel inspired about, something that allows you to be artistic, but it can also be new love, young love, something that makes you feel the butterflies of when you were young and what do they call it? Kitty love. So this is such a positive card to come after these for any of you that may be dealing with any sort of emotional cycles, coming out of something, releasing that pain, and then stepping into something new. So this whole row of tarot cards is anchored by these 2 pages. So there's a lot of new, young, innocent or fresh energy involved, both in creation, material wealth, as well as with emotions and creativity. So this is a really great anchor for Scorpio to start the new year, because both of these are about starting new things, taking that energy, taking some opportunities and running with it, going further with it after some disappointments that may have happened in the past, or maybe some things that you don't even see yet coming around the corner. Let's get one final card out for my Scorpio. Knight of Pentacles. Wow, this is another really good card. And it could also be interpreted a couple of different ways. Knight of Pentacles is someone that is really reliable, responsible, productive, methodical, someone that is disciplined. So this could be telling you to grind at this time, Scorpio. This could be telling you to focus on your mission, focus on your vision, focus on your healing, focus on whatever it is that you are most motivated and ambitious for at this time. This could also be letting you know that someone like this will be coming into your life. This might be someone that's very grounded, since this is an earth sign card. The earth signs tend to be grounded. I believe this is a Taurus card. So who knows? Maybe there's a Taurus in your future, or this is a friend of yours. This is an earth sign, or someone that just has an energy that you find to be very stabilizing, that brings you peace. This could be companionship, mentorship, or a romantic ship. So be open to receiving this partner and companionship, or be ready to be this very sturdy and reliable sturdy and reliable person to be there for yourself at the end of this transformation that you seem to be going through, Scorpio. So for all of my Scorpios in the chat, I really wish you well with all of the new things that you will be receiving, as well as the old things that you will be releasing in the new year. All right. Let me know if that resonates. Maria is saying, focus on my career, studying, new job, new place, healing. Wow. Spot on. It sounds like interesting. Very Very good. I mean, it's always great. First of all, no one can get it out the mud like a Scorpio. Scorpios get it out the mud. That's why you are known as the rising phoenix. So anything that you are working through at this time, Scorpio, I know that you will come out bigger and better on the other side. All right. Wishing so much love and support to my Scorpios. Who is next? Who else is in the chat? Thank you so much, Maria. Thank you. Make sure you tap that screen, follow for future readings, and feel free to come back if you want to hear your moon or rising reading. So who else do we have? You guys, please share your zodiac signs if you would like to see a reading. Most of them have been done. You may have to venture off to the tube. That is for you. If you know what I'm saying, you got to flip it around, then you'll get it. My same name is Divine Shine Tarot on the tube. So we have 3 signs left. Taurus, Libra, and Cancer. Are there any Tauruses, Libras, and Cancers in the chat? Let me check all my other chats, make sure I'm not overlooking anything. Hi, Daro. Hi, Daro. Welcome. Yeah, what sign are you? Let's see. Is there anyone else? I see a lot of people on the TikTok, but you guys aren't chatting. Tell me what sign you are, everybody. What sign are you? Let's see. Well, while we wait for more people to join, let's jump into, let's see, between Taurus, Libra, and Cancer. Oh, hi, Daro. So we did Virgo already. I don't know if you're able to see the other readings. Let me see. Actually, let me make it visible to you so that you can click and rewind. I'm going to do that for you right now. Sagittarius. Yep, I did Sagittarius. I did Virgo. I'm actually going to just make that visible to you right now so you can rewind and see it. Or if you go to the link in the bio, you should be able to click on the... You should be able to click on the link in bio where you're actually able to click on the timestamp for your specific signs. So if you're able to venture, I'll rewind the video. It's okay. Let me know the time. Okay, cool. So let me make it visible to you first of all, which I just did. I just published it. So you could go ahead and scroll through and find your Sagittarius Virgo readings. But if you want the convenience of clicking on the timestamp, then go to the link in bio, which will take you to the tube that is for you, the red app. I have timestamps on that VOD version. Okay, so you have a couple different options to access it. Now let me get on back to my people in the black app. Who is here, you guys? Drop your zodiac signs. I have a few beautiful eyes in the chat, but I don't see no fingers. What's the fingers? Thank you, Darrow. I hope the messages are helpful for Virgo Sagittarius. If I remember correctly, Virgo was going to be one of the first people in the gym from the reading that I did. And Sagittarius has to be wary of fake friends and people mirroring. So go check those readings out and let me know if it resonates. All right. Hi, Genesis. Hi, Squirrely. Hi, TT. Who else is in the chat? You guys shout out your zodiac sign so that we can prepare the next reading. Do we have any Taurus, any Cancers, and any Libras? Because I'm about to do one of those readings. Who else do we have in here? Oh, Javi the Bear. All right. Very nice. Okay. Hi, Cleo. Welcome, welcome. All right. So since everyone is quiet, let me go ahead and just choose a soup of vibes. Hello. Welcome back, Trans Aquarian. Welcome, welcome. All right. So I will just go ahead and choose since we just did Scorpio and we did, what was the first one we did tonight? What was the first one we did? Hi, hi. Let me see what he said. Yes. Thank you, Soup of Vibes. I appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you. All right. Pisces. All right. Yeah, let's do Pisces. Hi, Cleo. What's your sign? I'm doing horoscopes for the next month for January 2026. So if you let me know what your sign is, maybe we can incorporate your energy into the next reading because I still have to read for Taurus, Libra, and Cancer. And for those of you in the chat, tap that screen. Let's get it up to 3.5. Let me see some hearts. Let me see some hearts. Oh, we did Pisces already? Okay. So we did Pisces. We did Scorpio. So maybe... Oh, we just did Scorpio, Cleo. If you're able to go to the red app, the tube, that's for you, if you know what I'm saying, you should be able to see it and rewind. So see if it lets you venture to the link in my bio, because I realize TikTok has actually gotten rid of the links, unfortunately. So it's not that easy anymore. But all the information is either on the screen, in the bio. And if you could just read between the lines of what I'm saying, you should be able to find the Scorpio reading and rewind. All right, so we have Taurus, Cancer, and Libra left. I think since we just did 2 water signs, maybe I'll do the third and then do Taurus and Libra, unless one of these signs steps up. So, Spirit, let's get a message out for my Cancer, Spirit. Let's get a message for Cancer. What message do you have for my Cancers? Hold on, I can't see my screen. What message do you have for my Cancers, Spirit? Let's get a message out for my Cancers. Actually, something just told me to do an additional riffle shuffle here. Spirit, what message do you have for my Cancers? Let's get a message out for my Cancers. Let's get a message out for Cancer, Spirit. What message do you have for my Cancers? Let me be a little more firm. Hello, Prosperity. Welcome, welcome. What's your sign? We were about to start a reading for Cancer, but if you're a different sign that we haven't done as yet, then maybe I will switch to that. We are reading for Cancer. All right, so let's just go ahead and move forward with Cancer. All right, let me make sure I can also see this chat. Okay. Spirit, what message do you have for my Cancers in January 2026? Let's get a message out for my Cancers. Whoa, too many cards popped out. Wow, really nice card to start off the Cancer reading. This says toasting. So this is the energy of celebration for Cancer. This says express gratitude, offer praise to others, look at the brighter side, others raising a glass for you. So Cancer, it seems like in the next month, you will be celebrating other people. People will be celebrating you. There will be much to celebrate. So raise a glass of your favorite bubbles, and that could be seltzer water or champagne, something festive, something that you enjoy, something that makes you feel happy and celebratory. So it's great that you'll have something to celebrate. Let's see what that's about. In the news, on people's radar. So this says gaining recognition, facing public opinion, making waves or impact. Wow. So Cancer, are you starting something new that will allow you to have a public image or publicizing something? Maybe you're a publisher, maybe you're a writer, maybe you have started something digital that will allow you to connect with a wider audience online, a global audience. But there's something about you getting good press, good reviews, good recognition, public recognition, and that would explain why you'll be celebrating something, Cancer. Then we have tea time. Wait a minute. Tea time. This says address issues, reflect and unwind, socialize with others, take a break or pause. So socialize with others, it seems like that goes hand in hand with celebrations, but reflect and unwind could also indicate that maybe you are socializing so much that you might need a break. Tea time is looking to reflect a need for self-care. So that self-care may be recharging yourself, taking time with yourself to recharge, or you may be the kind of person that gains your energy from the excitement of being with others. So it's up to you to decide what you need at this time. But either way, it seems like you're being called to focus on self-care at this time and take a break if you need it. Take a mental break to repair and recover your mental and your physical state, or step out into really gregarious and uplifting environments if you feel like that's what your energy needs at this time. Then we have reflecting. Interesting, because I just said that you will need to reflect on what it is that you need for self-care. This card says role model status, become more self-aware, use feedback to gain insight, use effective communication. So this may be asking you to be receptive to the messages that the universe or any colleagues that you may be working with, if you are embarking on a partnership or some collaborative project. This may be asking you to look out for any signs or any messages that may be trying to redirect you or to assist you. This idea of reflecting indicates that you need to have self-awareness and be receptive to signs and messagings so you can gain insight. Self-awareness, effective communication is also going to be important for you to allow people to share their insights with you. So be receptive at this time if you are in any sort of collaborative projects or environments that require you to work with others in order for you to advance with your goals. So let's get a few tarot cards out for my Cancers. Spirit, what clarification can you lend to this reading for my Cancers, or what additional messages do you have for my Cancers in 2026 for this next month, which is January? Let's get a few more cards out for my Cancers. Just doing a light shuffle there to switch things up since we just did a reading for Scorpio. Who else is there? All right. Hobby the Bear, I see that you just tried to share the link. For whatever reason, it's not allowing people to share it, because on my end, it's just showing up like a few stars. I see that you tried to share it on the purple app, so just letting you know. Thank you for trying. All right, so let's get a few more cards out for my Cancer Spirit. Ooh, these cards are slippery. All right. Spirit, what clarification can you lend to this reading for my Cancers, or what additional messaging do you have for my Cancers, Spirit? Let's get some additional messages out for my Cancers. And for those of you on the TikTok stream, remember that it randomly will kick out usually around an hour. So if we're in the middle of the reading, just make sure you are following me, because as soon as it ends, I'm just going to jump right back in. I'm going to start a new live and just pick up from where I left off in the reading. All right. So make sure you are following, which many of you are. Thank you so much. Thank you for sharing the stream, Super Vibes. I appreciate you. Thank you. Okay. Let's get some clarification on this reading for my Cancers. So we started off with the Six of Pentacles reversed. This could indicate that someone may be giving more than they're receiving. So there may be an issue of overgiving at this time. There may be an energy vampire, or someone that is feeding off of the resources of a more generous party. So beware of that, Cancer, especially if you are in the spirit of celebration. Sometimes that's when you are the most vulnerable to receiving new people, thinking that everyone is looking to celebrate you. And unfortunately, that's not always the case. That's when people feel like, well, she has more than enough to go around, so I can take from them. And she or he, excuse me, it doesn't have to just be a feminine Cancer. This could be a unisex Cancer. They may have more than they'll even notice is gone. So let me take from them because they're in a place of abundance. But in fact, that is still unacceptable. So beware of someone that you may be overgiving to, Cancer, that may be taking more than they give to you in your life. This could be financially, this could be energetically. Beware of, as I said before, energy vampires. Okay, so after some sort of disappointment, it could be heartbreak if it's a relationship. It could just be a shocking loss or disappointment that you didn't see coming. This could even be someone may have passed away, or some job or opportunity that you expected to move forward suddenly ended or was revoked. So whatever this Three of Swords moment may be for you, it seems like you're on the other side of it. You're already in recovery. You may even be in a space of forgiveness. So that means that you may have already reflected, which interesting that we have this reflecting card earlier on, but you may have already reflected upon what that event in your life was for, in terms of why you went through that disappointment and how it has contributed to allowing you to see the path forward. Even if it was just a tough lesson to learn, you are on the other side of that, which is positive. And that may be part of the celebration. Somebody may even be getting divorced, and that's why you're celebrating your freedom. Or someone may have left a job that they thought they would have been in for a long time, but now they have found themselves in a better situation where they've been able to use their time to start something new, of their own, if you are an entrepreneur or exploring some sort of creative venture. So that is a positive. Then we have the Chariot. One second, let me just make sure the spacing of my cards is right, because for whatever reason, I feel like I'm running out of space. Okay, then we have the Chariot. So this is a pretty good card. This indicates that you may have a lot of willpower and determination at this time, Cancer. You may be very motivated and maybe even aggressive about accomplishing your goals, which can be really good when you really got to get things done and push through any nonsense. This could also be someone that is very assertive, but certainly ambitious. So you want to use that energy to drive forward, but make sure you keep a clear direction, keep things under control. Don't get too aggressive and too ambitious or overbearing with your pursuit of reaching your goals, to the point where you're not receptive to the feedback or indicators of what things you should be adjusting along the way. So just remember to keep some self-awareness in between your strong will to power forward on whatever idea or mission you currently have, be it in your personal life with some relationship goals, or in your business life, your career with jobs and opportunities. Thank you, Prosperity. Thank you for the rose. Just putting my hearts wherever you can see them. Ooh, and finally you have this King of Wands. That is a great card. This indicates you may be in your leadership energy, Cancer. This is a leader who has a very motivational energy, someone who is a creative visionary, someone who is very warm and beloved and is able to use that energy to inspire, motivate, and lead others. So this is definitely indicating that you have to seize the moment, especially since it comes after the Chariot card. Or this could also be someone that you need to become, if not someone that you are working with or relying on. So if this is resonating to you in terms of perhaps a mentor, an elder that you may check in with to assist you in gaining advisement for whatever plans you are embarking on, this is a very positive energy, and there's a lot of passion and as I said before, motivation, enthusiasm here, but in a way that is mature and grounded. So it's a good balance of inspiration, but also a sound mind. Use that energy to take you where you're going, which it seems like you've already done a good job of getting yourself on the other side of something. So let's get one final card out for my Cancer. This Queen of Swords indicates you're also thinking pretty clearly, or again, this could be an elder, an advisor, a mentor, or a friend in your life that is very good at helping make decisions, someone that's very perceptive, someone that has clear boundaries. You may be the one that needs to have clear boundaries at this time, Cancer, especially since we did mention earlier that when you're in the spirit of celebration after overcoming something difficult, sometimes that's when people try to see if that's a vulnerability, a boundary that they can test. So don't let your guard down while you are in the spirit of celebration. And while you are embarking on something new, exciting, motivated, and that energy of being motivated and energized, sometimes people try to tap in to try to feed off of that energy for themselves. Have you guys heard about destiny swapping? Sometimes people try to hook into your energy to feed off of it and either take your ideas or use that inspiration, that energy that you have that is propelling you forward to drain you and to feed themselves. So just beware of that, which this Queen of Swords is reminding you, that clear boundaries at this time, as well as having very direct communication at this time and not being biased. Do not allow yourself to be led by your heart. You have to lead with your mind. That is what will assist you with navigating any potentially draining people or events in your life. Overall, Cancer, it seems like you're going to be off to a really great start for the year. I'm so happy to see these cards for you, Cancer. I wish you well. And whatever it is that you're celebrating, whatever it is that you're building and working hard to accomplish with this Chariot card, I hope that it is going to be very fruitful for you in the way of being abundant, very lucrative, or very fulfilling for you emotionally, and allows you to feel a sense of satisfaction and accomplishment. So congrats in advance to my Cancers. I was trying to pick it up and cheers you, but the card is too slippery, or I should say the table is too slippery. Cheers to my Cancer. Clink, clink. I was trying to hold the champagne glass up, but there's like a delay here. All right. All right, Titi, were you a Cancer? Let's see. I wonder, did that resonate for you if you're a Cancer, Titi? Oh, nice. Okay. What are you going through? What part of that reading resonated for you? Okay. Awesome. Good to hear. As long as it is somewhat helpful and insightful, then it's working. It's worth it. All right, let's switch off to our next reading. Is there a Taurus or a Libra in the house? Who else is here? You guys shout out your zodiac signs. Hi, Skegga. Thank you for the well wishes. Thank you. Thank you. I did some celebrity readings earlier tonight as well, Skegga, if you want to rewind and have a look at those. I haven't had a chance to put timestamps yet, but I'll circle back tomorrow as soon as I rest and recover. I've been jamming in these extensive tarot reading marathon streams, so I do need to take a moment to recover. But first, let me conclude these horoscope readings for my beautiful zodiac signs. Who is next? Let's get a reading for either a Taurus or a Libra. Who do we have here? Who else is with me? Thank you guys for tapping that screen. Let me give you all some hearts. I'm scared to start the next reading because I feel like, what's their name? The tickety-tockety might try to kick me out. Let me see if I send like an emoji, if they will allow me to continue the stream uninterrupted. For some reason. Hello, Maddie. Thank you for your rose. Thank you. You guys are so kind and generous. I really love the energy. What sign are you? We are about to do a reading on a Taurus or a Libra. Who is here? Who is here? And I really love you guys for sticking around. Thank you all. Let me shout you all out before I do this next reading. Oh, Maddie, you're a Taurus. Perfect. Let's do a reading on Taurus. Tap that screen. Get me to 6K. And if for some reason this reading cuts out in the middle, make sure you are following me so you can just jump on the next live. I'll start a new live right after this because for whatever reason, TikTok just keeps kicking me out. I'm a new small creator and they give us a hard time. So I will start a Taurus reading as soon as we get the hearts, the likes to 6K, and make sure, oh wow, you see, I'm so glad that I said something. All right, so let me restart the live because, oh wait, before I do all that. almost, there we go. Testing audio, testing audio. Testing audio, testing audio. Let's see if you all can see and hear me again on the Black app. Ticking and talking. Are we ticking and we're talking? I think we're ticking and we're talking. Are we back? Are we back? I think we're back. Yes. Let's see if we're fully back. We're still trying to get back so we can do this Taurus reading for Hello Maddie. Okay. My stream fairies, let me know if you are in the Black app. The red app and the purple app should still be solid. Let me check the chats on both sides. All right, looks good, looks good. Okay. Starting fresh here. Okay. Let's see. Welcome. Come on in. We were just concluding these horoscope readings. So you guys let me know if... All right. Thank you, Cecilette. Thank you for confirming. So let's conclude these readings. We were just about to do a reading for Taurus. Let me see if Maddie comes back. Thank you for the thumbs up. Looks like we're good on TikTok. Looks like we're good on the red app. Looks like we're good on the purple app. Awesome. Thank you. All right. So I'm just waiting to see if Maddie jumps back in so we can proceed with either this Taurus reading or the Libra reading. Such a shame because they got me up to 6,000 likes. And now here we are starting all over. Oh, the troubles of technology. Well, here we go. We are about to get started with our next reading, either Taurus or Libra or whoever else is in the chat. Please share with us what is your zodiac sign to see if we can redirect you to where you can get that reading. I've done most of the zodiac signs already for tonight. Hello, White Dove. What a nice name. Hello. Welcome. All right. Well, I have a feeling that Maddie's going to jump right back in. So I'm going to keep on pushing forward with the... Oh, that's weird. Am I visible on the Black app? Because it's saying that I'm not. Or it's saying that there are no viewers here. Quick yawn. It is quite late. All right, well, I have faith that Maddie will jump right back in. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to get going on this Taurus reading. And she will be able to see what the story is for Tauruses. What's coming up for my Taurus in this next month of January 2026, Spirit? What can my Tauruses expect in this next month? Or what should they prepare for, Spirit? Let's get some messages out for my Taurus. Let me actually also do a bridge shuffle. All right, Spirit, let's get some cards out for my Taurus, Spirit. What's coming for my Taurus in this next month? Ooh, did that flip out? No, it did not. Let's get a few messages out for my Taurus, Spirit. What's coming for my Taurus in January 2026? Let's get some messages out for my Taurus, Spirit. Let's get a reading for Taurus. Ooh, wait a minute. This says stalking. Someone is invading someone's privacy. Yep, it says obsessive behavior, unhealthy fixation, soliciting too many opinions, stalking, invading privacy. Yikes. So Taurus, you may need to watch out for some monitoring spirits that are in your life. They could be in your social media, which is the easiest way for them to stalk, but it could also be someone in your personal life, a relative, a friend, a coworker that is constantly clocking your moves, what time you arrive, where is she living, where's she moving to, who she's dating, how much money does she make, he or she, because this is for all Tauruses. Watch out for someone that may be looking to copy you or destroy you, Taurus. not to be extreme with the language, but you know, just trying to get to the point. Usually people that stalk is because they're either jealous and envious, or they admire you so much that they're trying to copy and recreate. So look out for that. But this is a really positive card. You just got this yes card, answering a call. So this says, take responsibility, engage in conversations, provide guidance for others. Answers will come unexpectedly. So perhaps this will be revealed in terms of who this person is that may be stalking you, that may be monitoring you. You may get some clarity on that via a conversation that may find you, or someone may reveal their actions. This seems to be having something to do with a revelation. So look out for those answers that will come unexpectedly, and make sure that you are sensitive enough to receive the answers in the form of hints or signs that may not be like hitting you over the head with clarity, but they may be subtle. So look out for that. Ooh, in tune. Nice. So you may be very good at letting people feel like you understand them, or you yourself are someone that is easy to understand, because it says people understand you. This is also about relaying clear messages, connecting deeply with others, profound wisdom and knowledge. So Taurus, you may be very good with your words. You may be very good with speech, public speaking. This is a really good sign of leadership. You may be a very good mediator, or a very good liaison, someone that is able to help communicate the objectives of two or more sides to each other to accomplish some goal. So this could be trying to highlight a skill set that you have within you that maybe you're supposed to be using for something, using to advance with either something in career, or using to apply to something in your personal life. Like you may have to use this skill set to communicate with a friend, relative, or loved one in order for you to accomplish this clarity over who may be monitoring you, or navigate that in terms of letting them know that, well, that's not acceptable behavior. I'm setting a boundary here. Tauruses tend to be pretty good at setting boundaries sometimes. Most of the ones that I know, but they do have a weakness. If a Taurus is in love, they may not be as good as setting their boundaries as they are in other spaces. Then we have cavities. Yikes. This card, it says underlying problems, needs not being met, minor faults accumulating, neglects or ignores health. So Taurus, at this time, you are asked by the universe to take care of your health. Self-care is so important, especially starting this next year, for you to literally take care of your physical health, since this said cavities. But you just have to think in your overall health. What areas am I neglecting? Is it my mental health? Should I be stretching more? Everyone could be stretching more. Should I be drinking more water? Are there any bad habits that I should shake and not carry into the new year with me? Think about any potential underlying problems that you need to check out. Has there been some activity on your skin that you've been dismissing? Maybe there's eczema. Maybe you need to change your water filter. Just sharing some gems that I wish would be shared more often. As a girly that has once experienced eczema, changing my water filter was so helpful. And I don't know why people don't advise that more often. But yeah, look into what could be any symptoms of underlying issues, especially particularly with your literal health. But don't neglect your mental health either. Something may be accumulating. Some needs may not be getting met. Now let's get some tarot cards to supplement this reading for my Taurus. Spirit, what additional messaging or clarification can you lend in this reading for my Taurus, Spirit? Let's get some more information out for my Taurus. Hello, hello. For those of you just joining me, make sure that you hit that screen, give me a few hearts, and let me know what sign are you. Right now we're doing a reading for Taurus, and then we will continue with a reading for Libra. Hello, thank you, love. Literally, it says Love I XOXO. Thank you. What a nice name. Let me give you a heart for that. Thank you, love. Yeah. So currently we are doing horoscope readings, love, but feel free to be in touch for a personal reading. If you would like to book one on this current live stream, you could just send a payment to your favorite payment platform. My name is the same on all of the platforms, Divine Shine Tarot. You should be able to see it directly on the screen over here. And once you send a payment, let me know which platform you sent it on so that I can confirm. I'm very happy to do a personal reading for you. Now we are in the middle of a reading for Taurus. So let's see what additional messaging the Spirit has for Taurus. Spirit, what other messages or clarification do you have for my Tauruses? We have the Queen of Wands. Let me actually move this over because I need more space here. We have the Queen of Wands reversed. Now, this is the energy of someone that could be very demanding and aggressive. This person may be insecure and jealous. This is someone that is putting their energy and their passions in somewhat of the wrong direction. So you may want to either be aware of this person if it's someone else, because this is someone that could be very catty, someone that could be very conflictive. When someone's jealous, you know, they're willing to set other people up to try to gang others up against whoever they're jealous of. But if this is you, then maybe there's some internal work that you need to do, Taurus, in order for you to not be in this energy, so that you're able to redirect that passion into helping yourself instead of worrying about having conflict with someone else. But if that's someone else in your life, just be aware of someone that is jealous and going hard to get additional information about you. Because remember, at the beginning of the reading, we did see this stalking card that someone may be monitoring you and someone may be jealous is being confirmed now with this reversed Queen of Wands. So beware of a feminine energy. It doesn't have to be a woman, because sometimes men can be leaning into their feminine energies as well. There may be someone that is catty. You see the cat on this card. Someone may be ready and willing to get catty because they may be jealous or secretly competing with you, Taurus. So watch out for that. If this is about someone in work, perhaps in a position of leadership, since this is a Queen card, this could be a manager or someone that might be going for a similar role as you. If you're looking to be promoted at this time, maybe someone is competing with you for that role. And this may, of course, a promotion, usually it's a step up. So just beware of someone that may be trying to step on your toes or maybe trying to copy your recipe in order for them to destiny swap and gain the benefits of your sauce somehow. So that is sort of explaining more of that stalking card that we saw in the beginning. Then we have the Ten of Swords. You may be resisting something that needs to end because it's a very painful situation where you cannot win. This is a rock bottom situation when you see the Ten of Swords upright. This is something that if you were to continue putting time, effort, and resources into it, it will just be a waste, because this is about something that will never bear fruit, that will never turn out for the better. This rock bottom state indicates that you need to cut your losses and redirect your efforts elsewhere, because this is not going to go anywhere. If this is a relationship, then this may be a friendship, a lover, a relative that you need to cut out, something that needs to come to an end. Or if this is about a job, then maybe you need to start looking elsewhere. I know this economy is really difficult, but it seems like if you are going for some promotion or just looking to establish longevity in your current place of business, there may be someone trying to backstab you, sabotage you, betray you, set you up, and ultimately that energy will continue to follow you while you are at that place. So maybe it's a matter of trying to change to a different department or look for a new job altogether if it resonates to you, Taurus, as something to do with your job. But look out for people that you are collaborating with, working with, or even just being supernatural and sharing basic information with, because even with that basic information, they may still be using that to plan and plot against you, to compete against you secretly, and you may not even be aware that this is someone that has enough information to even try to do something to you. Surprisingly, that is always how they come, they being haters or people that are jealous. So let me just pull out a couple more cards here for my Taurus. I just had to make sure I was good on all the platforms again. And a reminder for those of you currently on the stream, if for whatever reason it cuts out while I'm in the middle of this reading, make sure that you are following, because I will just start a new live immediately right after and pick up from where we leave off. So no readings will go lost here. All right, so now we have the Two of Wands, and this indicates that you are planning and preparing, Taurus. You are about to embark on some new project or idea, possibly even some travel. But there is some plan that you are hatching at this time, Taurus. Make sure you keep it close to the chest, since there may be haters afoot. People that are monitoring, looking to steal your ideas, steal your energy, your vibes, your fortune, your blessings. What is meant for you, they want it for them. So keep it close to the chest until you are untouchable with whatever it is that you are planning on, Taurus. Okay, and then as you are in your planning, just beware to not fall for any illusions that something may be better than something else. This is the Seven of Cups card in reverse. So upright, usually this indicates that one has many choices, many options. But in reverse, this indicates that some of those choices or options may not be as good as they seem. This could indicate that there may be some that you will end up worse off. So beware of that in your review of your options, Taurus, to make sure that you do not end up with a lemon or with something that is disappointing. Because since it looks like you're planning and preparing, you may be about to make a decision. You want to make sure you are making a decision with all of the information in place, knowing exactly what you're dealing with and what you are about to choose. And then let's get a final card out. Yeah, look at that. This is the Seven of Wands, Taurus. So this indicates that you may be in a position that one would consider on top, and others are trying to attack you and bring you down, whether you can see it or not. Because we did see those cards earlier on indicating someone monitoring and someone potentially jealous and insecure and energized to fire off at you. So beware of these attacks. This is the consistent theme of this reading, to watch your back, that someone is coveting the position that you have achieved, that you have reached in your life, be it in career, be it in the respect and recognition that you gain from your peers, whatever position you hold in your network, in your community. Someone is looking to tear you down, be it by throwing dirt on your name, by copying you and taking credit for your ideas, your creative self-expression. It's time to be defensive, defend your turf, and watch your back, Taurus. Because people be so fake out here, right? Like mirroring and wishing that they could attract the kind of abundance, the kind of blessings, the kind of favor that you can. And if they would just do the inner work, they could, but instead they would rather just take from others instead of building for themselves, because they're lazy. So beware of this lazy, insecure, jealous person, or they may not even be all that energized and powerful. It may be someone really weak and pathetic that is simply monitoring you and sending bad vibes, bad energy via their monitoring of you. And perhaps using that information to send it to someone else that may be attacking you. That's a problem. When you're receiving attacks, sometimes you don't even know where it's coming from, because it could be a whole network of people working together to pull together information, compile data about you, so that whoever truly is the most jealous and the most hateful could take you down. So beware, Taurus. But it looks like, as long as you focus on your self-care, being receptive to messages, and using your communication skills, you should be just fine. Keep focus on your plan and be ready to cut someone or something off that no longer serves you, that will never go anywhere good. It's dead already. So let it go and start the healing, start recovering, start something fresh. So that was the reading for my Taurus for this next upcoming month. Any Tauruses on the stream, you guys, let me know if that resonated. Thank you for the follow, Nessa. Thank you. I appreciate you. Now let's move into our last reading of the night. We have Libra. For those of you that may have missed your sign, you could see the replay on the tube that is for you. If you know what I'm saying, if you switch it around, you know what I'm saying. It's the red app. You will be able to see the replay. You could rewind this current stream, as well as see the other stream where I did the first 7 zodiac signs, and click on the timestamp to see the reading for your sign. All right, let me just do one quick look at the chats to see what everyone's saying. Thank you guys. Maddie, did you see your reading? Did you see the Taurus reading that I just finished? Who else is here? Let's see. Very nice. Hello, Majestic. Hello, Misha. Thank you all for joining. We are about to step into this Libra reading. Really appreciate you all for being online with me. Misha, thank you for following. Who else is here? Let me make sure I'm keeping my eyes on all platforms. All right, so we are going to go into our last reading of the evening. Oh no, don't tell me that my camera is lagging. How unfortunate. So let me actually, I wonder what I could do to reset that. 1 second. Let me try something here. So that is this. There we go. Testing. Oh, it's still lagging. How unfortunate. Let me try one more thing here. Hi, Rose. Sure. If you'd like to book a personal reading, just let me know what platform you sent your payment on so I can confirm. And I would love to read for you live on this stream. Hi, Kat. Welcome. I'm about to do a reading for Libra. I'm just fixing my camera on one of these platforms. For whatever reason, it is giving me a hard time. So just doing this in real time. Give me 1 second. For those of you coming in, just now joining the stream, let me know what sign you are so that we could direct you to your reading. Okay, let me see. I have lost track of, I think it's this. Let me see. Okay, I think I have resolved my camera issue. Thank you guys for holding tight. And let's see who else is here. Are there any Libras in the chat? Let's finish off strong with a nice Libra reading. Just adjusting my blouse, depending on what platform you're on. You will see me adjusting or not. And for those of you currently in the chat, if you're enjoying these readings, please tap that screen. Let me get some hearts. Let's get it up to 1,000. All right, so we are about to start a reading for my Libras. Let me make sure everything is visible. All right, it's go time. Spirit, what message do you have for my Libras? Let me actually do a riffle shuffle here. No wonder I couldn't see. Let me just really narrow this down. There we go. That way I don't see the lag anymore. All right. Spirit, let's do a reading for my Libras. Let's get some cards out for my Libra, Spirit. What should my Libra look out for in this next month? Let's get some messages, guidance, and help for my Libras for January 2026, or whenever this message finds them. Whoa, Libra is dealing with a team from hell. So this feels like co-workers, but it could also be one's own family. This says lack of support, a toxic environment, passive aggressiveness, conflict, and inefficiency. Libra, is this roommates? Is this siblings, relatives, family, extended family? Is this a friend group that is perhaps trying to ice you out or be bullies? Someone's being very difficult with Libra. But the first thing, of course, that comes to mind is coworkers, colleagues, when we see this visual of what's supposed to be teamwork, but instead it is a team from hell. So that is already an indicator that Libra may be navigating a pretty rocky environment, a difficult network. Now, Libra may be starting a new creative venture with this next card. And Libra, you're supposed to create that business, stand out from the crowd, explore new techniques. You have something to offer. So you may be trying to start something new, Libra, in terms of a new business venture or introduce a new creative idea wherever you already work in your current place of business. But you may be met with a lot of resistance based off of this previous card that indicates that whoever you are trying to work with, whoever you're trying to collaborate with, may not be supportive at all. In fact, they may be destructive. They may be counterproductive or trying to sabotage whatever it is that you're trying to work on. So let's see what else the universe sees coming for Libra. Interesting. We have the Kiss card. So this card says increase in intimacy, appreciation, and kindness, blessing or good fortune, sealing a bond or contract. So Libra, you may be finding love. Obviously, the first thing that comes to mind is romantic love, but this could also indicate that you may be enjoying something new in your life. It doesn't have to be a romantic, intimate relationship. It could be enjoying self-love. It could be enjoying a new friendship. And there may be some elements in your existing network or environment that are trying to sabotage this new connection or relationship. Maybe there are some distractions or demands at work or in your personal life that are preventing you from stepping into this opportunity for self-care. You may be very motivated starting the new year to want to really dig into some personal goals, and the environment that you're in is not allowing you to do that. They're more so looking to sabotage or undermine that. So beware of the potential need to change your environment, change the people in your surroundings, in terms of maybe needing to distance yourself from them in order to accomplish this new creative venture and this new emotional connection, or this enjoyment of intimacy if it's with a new person, or intimacy with yourself if it's about self-care, or enjoyment of a different kind of friendship and relationship with others. This could even be enjoying a new set of boundaries. That seems to be a theme of some of the readings that I've seen tonight, that there needs to be a change in the boundaries that people extend to others in this next new year. So let me go ahead and pull one more card out for my Libra. And this says good idea. So Libra, you may be nurturing an idea. There is a chance that it will lead to success, a turning point, a better path, positive change, and innovation. So after this creative venture card, Libra, this indicates that you may be onto something. So make sure that you do not allow any of these distractions to steer you off course, because that is usually what toxic environments strive to do. A team from hell is going to look to dissuade you from whatever good things you're trying to build for yourself, because remember, I did say that this could also be self-care. So let's pull out some tarot cards for Libra to supplement this first row of pulls. Spirit, let's get some clarification or some additional messaging for Libra, Spirit. Let me do another shuffle here, because these cards are thick. Hello, hello. Thank you, baby girl. Thank you for the follow. I appreciate you. And a reminder for those that are currently on the stream, if you see it cut out, just make sure you are following me, because I'll just start a new stream and pick up from where I left off. So if you are in the Black app at this time, make sure you hop on the next one if I get cut off. All right, Spirit, let's get some additional messages for my Libras. Spirit, what clarification or additional messages do you have for my Libras in this next month, or whenever this message finds them? Oh, wow, wow, wow. Let's see. I feel like it's too many that came out, so I don't want to accept those. Let's see. Put them in a way that it's a little more staggered. Okay, Spirit, let's get a few cards out for my Libra, Spirit. Let's get a final message out for my Libra. A few cards out for my Libra to either clarify the first part of this reading or to give some additional messages to Libra, Spirit. What messages do you have for Libra? Let's see what pops out for Libra, Spirit. What should Libra prepare for in this next month? So we have here Knight of Swords as well as the Two of Swords. Interesting. So this Knight of Swords is someone that's coming in fast and furious, someone that is a fast thinker, a direct communicator, someone that's ambitious, competitive, someone that may be defending their beliefs. So if someone is defensive, this could be someone from your past that's looking to reconnect and paint a picture for, well, I did it like this because XYZ, and they're kind of making a case for why they are the way they are, but somehow they think that that's going to convince you to reconnect with them. So usually when we see the Knight of Swords as well as the Knight of Wands, those two can sometimes represent old flames, like an ex trying to rush back in. So beware of that, if that's what this Kiss card that we got earlier may have been pointing to, Libra. Beware of anyone that may be coming in hot, trying to take advantage of that New Year energy, as some people do. But this is also an air sign card. So if this is your energy, then this could indicate that you are very motivated and ambitious and also assertive, very, very strong with your communication. In terms of you trying to accomplish your goals, it seems that that skill set will assist you. So if you don't already have these skills or characteristics, make sure that you do apply them for whatever it is that you're going to be building, this creative venture, this really good idea that you're trying to bring to life. Because being good with your words, your thoughts, your communication will be important. This can also be a change of lifestyle. So keep in mind that if you do need to make some changes, that this is going to be a good time and to move fast, because the Knight of Swords is about pace, speed, fast and furious. So then you have the Two of Swords, and that indicates that you may have had to make a decision between a rock and a hard place, a very difficult decision. But now that you have made it, you have clarity. You have already surrendered one or sacrificed one of these things, and you are clear on why you did that, what you've lost, what you've gained, where things stand in your life. So Two of Swords is that energy after having made a hard choice. And if you're moving fast, that can be a time when thinking clear is very important, to make these kinds of decisions, to let someone or something go that is not assisting you in your goals. Or we can even think about your mental health, because the Suit of Swords is about mental and communication. Then you have the Hanged Man, but in reverse. The Hanged Man in reverse indicates someone that's not willing to let go of control, someone that's not ready to sacrifice or surrender to the external forces or the reality of their environment in order to allow for things to flow naturally. So if this is you, Libra, you may be asked at this time by the universe to go with the flow in order to allow for your good ideas and your creative venture to come to life, and allow yourself to sever ties to the things that, as we just said, do not serve you. Because that may be the thing that you are hesitant or resistant about, Libra, is severing ties with someone or a group of people that are very toxic, as we saw from that first card. So be willing to make those changes so that you're not stuck, so that you don't experience these kinds of delays, because those delays, when we see the Hanged Man in reverse, are due to a fear of change. You're resisting some change, you're resisting some natural flow that the environment is trying to take you through, even if it seems like a redirection. So let's see. Last card here is the Star in reverse. Do not fall into despair, Libra. All is not lost. Hope is not lost. Make sure you keep your calmness. Look up to your North Star when things get dark and a little scary. Just know that you have to seek guidance, seek the light when things are dark and difficult. You may be having a hard time making decisions based off of these last few cards, Libra. It seems like decision making may be the challenge that you're facing within this next month. So be sure to remove distractions, especially the toxic people that may be posing as fake friends, fake support. Make sure to remove anyone that is truly an op or someone that is monitoring you, as we have seen that seems to be a theme of the readings that I just did tonight. Make sure that you are ready to cut ties with people, even if you've known them all your life. So if that's a relative, if that is a really good friend from childhood, if that is someone that you have been working with for a long time, it may need to come to an end. And maybe that is what you're having such a tough decision making or doing. But also, if this is about something to do with school, because I just got that, if it's about school or you're trying to pursue something, maybe, oh, thank you, Super Vibes. Yes, you've noticed the Christmas nails. Let me see. There's a bit of lag and delay on my screen, so I don't know if I can really show it to you guys properly, but these are my candy cane nails, and I have on my holiday best, my silky green top, because this is one of the last live stream readings I'll be doing for the year. So I'm just wishing you all a very nice and happy holidays as we go into the new year. Thank you. Hi, Linda. Hello, hello. So as I was concluding here for you, Libra, be ready to cut people off, just to keep it brief, keep it straight. Be ready to cut people off no matter how long you've known them. Don't be afraid to look for the good in your life to help get you through the bad or the fog. And make sure that you are driving things forward with your good idea and the creative venture, because it seems like those are going to have really good outcomes for you. Let me see. I just want to get one more card out for you. Yeah, pace, right? Pace seems to be the most important for you. Oh, I'll actually take this too because it's kind of similar, the Magician and the Fool. I'll take both. Why not? Since it's my last reading of the night, I will take all of these. So with this Eight of Wands, this high energy, high movement, really busy time that you may be entering, it's important to know that that pace is going to work in your favor. It's going to be an advantage for you. And you're going to be able to start something new with this Fool card. Uh-oh. Why is my thing just froze? 1 second, guys. Yikes. Why is it like this? This is so disturbing. Let me see. Am I back? Yes, I'm back. Awesome. And with this Fool card, you may be starting on a new adventure. Let's see if I am able to show it here because there's a bit of a glare. But you may be embarking on a new adventure, which makes sense since you did get that creative venture card earlier on and the good idea. So make sure you take advantage of this great new energy, which means that you most likely will be severing ties with anything old and toxic. This is the separation card, and that may be what you're having difficulty with, you're hesitant about, and maybe even feeling some sort of despair about how am I going to make this tough decision. Girl or guy, you're going to make it because it's necessary, and you're going to feel so good after you just release yourself of all of that baggage. And just know that you have the power, the skills, the vision to make whatever you want in your life a reality. It seems, again, like you are perhaps stepping into an entrepreneurial role or exploring something. You are a creator at this time, Libra. So do not allow any of these bad characters. Come on now. Come on now. This card is not letting me pick it up smoothly. Do not let any of these non-supportive haters, these toxic, passive-aggressive, conflictive people, do not let them weigh you down. Stay free and light and baggage-free, and stay powerful. Just recognize your power at this time. You have everything you need. You don't need those people. those people that may be weighing you down. You just need your ideas and your will to succeed and to power forward. All right, so Libra, I hope that you're able to indeed accomplish all of your goals, shake off those haters, let them drown in their own toxicity, and have a wonderful start of the new year, 2026. If there's any Libras on the stream, any Libras in the chat, let me know if that resonated with you. So, my friends, my shiny, sparkly viewers, that brings this horoscope live stream to an end. I am so happy to have been able to share this time with you all. Such a pleasure lending gifts, lending guidance, and gifting these spiritual messages. If they're at all helpful, please consider giving me a like, a follow, a subscribe, maybe even booking a reading. I indeed am so grateful for all that you have done for me, not only in tonight's stream, but since I've started streaming, which was just a couple months ago. So this has been such a pleasure. And please be in touch if you would like to see more readings in the future. So I thank you all again. Big hearts, big hearts. I wish you all abundance and illumination. May divine light radiate through your life. Keep shining and keep in touch. Make sure you follow, subscribe, hit that like button. Throw me those hearts. I appreciate you so much. Thank you guys. Take care. Bye. Oh, I should say that again, right? Yeah. I'm going to do my closer again so that I don't have to edit it later. Well, I hope that these messages were helpful, insightful, maybe even entertaining or motivational for those of you that got some positive messages or clarity from these readings. It's my pleasure to spend this time, share this energy with you all, and be a vessel, a conduit, a middleman for these messages from the spirit to you. Make sure you guys like, subscribe, and follow to be notified of when I do these streams. Of course, be in touch if you would like a personal reading. The link is in bio. I thank you all for your likes, for your hearts, for your support. Big hearts right back at you. As a small and new creator, it means so much. I thank you so much. Hearts, hearts, hearts. I'm just giving them back because people keep touching the screen as I'm saying this, so I appreciate you guys. I wish you all abundance and illumination. May divine light radiate through your life. Keep shining. Thank you. Take care. Thank you so much. Have a good night and Happy New Year, everyone. Happy New Year, happy holidays. For those of you celebrating Christmas in a couple days, Merry Christmas, Happy Hanukkah. Keep shining. Thank you so much. Yes.